All right, guys, welcome back. Sorry about the technical delay, and we are back on now, and we're still talking to Brian and talking some Arizona baseball. We left off. We were talking about some pitching, and we'll pick it back up. Brian, let's talk a little bit about team batting. Uh, like we were saying, the Arizona Diamondbacks are doing really well. They're one game behind Colorado, but the team totals for hitting, you were saying that they're playing a little bit above average or above what they were last year. Is that correct? Hmm. I just lost him. I can't hear him.
Still, we're having bad connections too.
I can't hear him. I don't know what you clicked, but I can't hear him.
Yes, I understand this.
And sure enough, the map after that, and it's been a long ways back. But this year, it looks like, knock on wood, that
Yeah,
they'll be making the
I had a
playoffs.
bit of audio problem right now, Brian. Tough to hear you, but we're okay. You're back now. Uh, Apologize for that, guys. Yeah, I was looking at the batting averages here. Team totals is non-pitching totals is 270 batting average. So I don't know where that. I think that ranks. What was I looking at? Top 10 is. Let's see. I'm sorry, I don't want to misquote myself, but I was looking at that. Oh, right here it is. Actually, fifth, ranked fifth in batting average. So they are hitting the ball very well, and the on base average plus slugging is 811. It's it's phenomenal. So do you? Here's the question, I guess, Brian. Do you see them being able to keep this type of a pace? Number one, and number two, what happens after the All Star break? Mm-hmm. True. Right. Hmm. Yeah, I would have had to agree with them there too because even though the Giants had their struggles, I see that their potential is being fairly high. But yeah, they're continuing to slide. But looking back at Arizona, you were talking about some of the stats there with non-league games. They're 9-1. As a home underdog, 7-2. It's just and as a home favorite, 19-7. And then I wanted to look at the. I don't see the road games, but oh, there it is. As an away favorite, 7-4, and so they don't have after away dog, but that stat was pretty high too. So, I mean, like you're saying, they're playing well on the road. They're playing well as an underdog, which gives them an advantage. I think because I guess the question I'm trying to get to is are teams undervaluing Arizona and this pitching staff, or they just? I mean, what is it? How are they doing so well in these situations? Mm-hmm. Mm. Wow. Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. That's a key, right? And that is a key is keeping the guys off the base. I mean, Zach Greinke has a WHIP of just slightly over 1. Same with Robbie Ray. Corbin 1.6. He's the highest. Tuan Walker 1.2, and Godley at less than 1. So that's phenomenal. So they're doing all the things right that they need to do to be in position uh, to make a run at the playoffs. Uh, yep. Mhm. Yeah. Well, right. Yeah, it's amazing. I've seen a couple of those games and just phenomenal. Like you said, the resilience to stay in and fight. But that's the key hallmark, I think, of a competitive playoff team is them being able to do things like that. The the question now becomes, here comes the All-Star break, okay? Uh, some teams don't perform very well coming back out of the All Star break and have to find it again. Do you see that happening with Arizona, or do you think they can just keep right on going where they're left off? Mm, experience. Yes. Just an update for you there, Brian. Diamondbacks are leading 5-4, top of the seventh. So the next question is: do we see any potential trades that may happen with this team? Yeah. Sure. Right. Hmm. Well, you do have. I mean, yeah, you were talking about the Zach Greinke contract. I mean, that's a ton of money, ton of money. Sure. Right. Yeah. So what's the one piece? Let's look at the trades going the other way. What would be the one piece you think that they could benefit from by acquiring? Yes. Right.
Team is performing. I think that'll be a better indicator.
All right, one last question for you, Brian, and that's you know about talking about some of those guys in the bullpen like Delgado. Do you think they could pull it? I mean, you want to have your primary guys with enough rest and not so beat up and wore out by the playoffs that they can go deep. Oh, yeah, I was just wondering if potentially they can pull. He started a few games, so is it possible that they pull Delgado out and put him in that starting rotation in that fifth spot, just so they can give Greinke and Corbin and those guys a little bit of rest, so that they're not so beat up and worn out when it comes time to go deep in the playoffs. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Well, we will definitely see what happens. Everybody's rooting for him. I know there's a few guys on the team that are rooting for him as well. Dale Cruz is one of them, and I know Lucky Lance is definitely loves those Diamondbacks. So, Brian, I wanted to ask you about real quick one thing that you're involved in, and that's called Success Profiles. I know you've written a book. Could you tell the audience real quick just what exactly is Success Profiles? Can't hear him again. Yes, it sounds awesome, and it's definitely something I'm going to be tuning in and listening to. And Brian, wish you a lot of success and a lot of luck with that. It's phenomenal. And guys, just so you know, you can get his book over at Amazon, and you'll want to check that out. It is called Success Profiles, right, Brian? Awesome. Awesome. All right. It was a pleasure to have you on, Brian, tonight. Sorry about all the technical difficulties, but we will definitely do this again sometime. Hopefully, when the Diamondbacks are in the playoffs, we can get you back on and we can really talk about it then. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you very soon, Brian, and we thank you. And guys, this has been Long Shots TV for this Friday night. This is the Rhino reminding you to take a shot with long shots because we are the game.